Iowa State University President James H. Hilton.
Interested alumni and parents are the most steadfast friends any university can have. And I'm happy to say that we hear from many of you during the year, and I'm sure you like to keep posted on what is going on the campus of Iowa State. And it is for this reason that we have prepared this first alumni newsreel, and we hope we might be able to keep you informed through an annual series of this kind. The fast pace of today's world has placed upon Iowa State a tremendous responsibility to keep pace in leadership in the field of education. And we trust that this news film will show you some of the developments on the campus and will bring to you scenes of familiar places and familiar faces, and that it will serve as well as an invitation to visit the campus personally and to participate in the second century of service of Iowa State University.
Recognizing the continual growth and broadening role of Iowa State College, the legislature officially changed the name to Iowa State University of Science and Technology. The new name more accurately describes the institution's scope and variety of education. A change of this type represents many small problems, such as designing the new seal and changing the emblem on official stationery. But these jobs were relatively simple compared with changing the stone facing on the front of Beardshire Hall. Because of spacing, all three words had to be new. Later in July, a group gathered on campus to commemorate for the third time the site selection of Iowa State. The spirit of earlier celebrations was dramatized by arrival of friends and vehicles appropriate to the three periods. The first meeting, held in 1859 by Boone and Story County pioneers, celebrated the actual location of Iowa Agricultural College and Model Farm, for which residents of the area had worked so hard. 50 years later, in 1909, another group gathered at the traditional spot near the Armory to again celebrate selection of the site, now known as Iowa State College. Ringenberg, state senator from Boone and Story counties, spoke on behalf of the people of Iowa. And Iowa State University Provost James H. Jensen commented briefly on the growth and stature of the university.
A recognition of accomplishment as well as a challenge for the future. We are indeed this day most humble as we review the past, and we pray that we may be aware of our responsibilities and opportunities as we look to the future. Thank you.
Final university plans for a central classroom building to be located west of Beardshire Hall and south of Marston Hall are being completed. Replacing temporary buildings now in the area, the new facilities will be available to all colleges and departments. University plans will soon be submitted to architects. In the hands of architects now are the final blueprints for the library addition. Besides the much-needed storage space, the new addition will make it possible for all library users to have free access to book stacks. Construction is planned to begin this year. Already under construction is the new Metals Process Development Building, being erected by the United States Atomic Energy Commission for its Ames laboratory. The new structure will expand facilities, so present staff members will have an opportunity to develop processes to the pilot plant stage before they are turned over to industry. The new building is located in Pamel Court, north of the research building. Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev visited the Iowa State campus shortly after the beginning of fall quarter. 18 highway patrol campus. A substantial number of the student body arrived early in an effort to capture ringside seats. Student reaction was interesting, varying from the Russian leader and his wife were greeted by President Hilton. Then escorted into the Home Economics building. Controlling photographers and reporters proved to be quite a job for patrolmen and security agents. After being greeted inside by Helen LeBaron, Dean of Home Economics, the group moved on to visit a class in which students were measuring the amount of soil removed from clothes during washing. While touring other classes in the building, both the Russian leader and his wife asked many questions. If spontaneous reaction was any indication, Mr. Khrushchev enjoyed his campus visit. Khrushchev's next stop was off campus at the swine nutrition farm. Here, after a brief welcome, he inspected modern swine feeding and handling equipment. He also observed experiments where tests on enzymes and antibiotics are being carried out. While at the experimental farm, Khrushchev was presented a ceramic pig, and accepting, he remarked, "If Soviet and American pigs can coexist, why then cannot nations live together?"